Hi everyone, welcome back to my RetroBat build series. This is number 15 now in the series. Yeah, like I say, been going on for a little while now. Got plenty of systems added. I'm trying to add as many as possible. And in this one, I'm going for a few more. Try and get a few more out of the way. I'm actually going to be adding 9 systems in this video, so I try and keep it quick and brief as always. So a lot of these were requests from people, either in the comments or on the Facebook group. So hopefully should keep a few people happy. So yeah, you can see the system on the side here. So Panasonic 3DO, the 3DS, I guess they're the more popular ones, and things like Sega Model 2, Sega Model 3, and the NeoGeo Arcade. And then some more, I guess, slightly less popular or less common systems. The Adam, that's Adventure Vision. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what this one is, the APFM, but it's one on the list that the RetroBat supports, so I thought I'd throw it in, working down alphabetically. And then, of course, the Apple II is in there as well. And then there is actually an update file here for the theme that we're using. Obviously, you guys can choose whatever theme you want. You may have changed it already, but if you're using the theme I'm using, there's a couple of these systems that it didn't have artwork for. So I've managed to create that and add it in. So we just need to. It's only quite small, just add a few files in to get the theme looking good. So let's crack on. I've done a few of these systems already, so the smaller ones, things like the Adam, the AD Vision, you'll see I've already copied those across. The AD Vision, Bench Vision is in there, so I'm just double checking for my insanity. Yeah, that one's done. And that was done. I think it's the main systems that need to do. So, like I say, as usual, these are stuff that's downloaded from the links in the description. Again, 3DO is a bit bigger, so it's split into multi-file. So click on the 001. I did have some people before. I'm not sure how they were doing it, but it looked like they were just extracting one of the zip files. So they'd get some contents, but obviously it wasn't complete, so it would show as corrupt. If you're when you're gonna extract stuff, make sure you extract everything, from the whole zip, not just. To be honest, I'm not sure how they do it, because with 7-zip, when you double click on the first one, it opens up everything in the set, so it reads everything from all these files. So it shouldn't be an issue, but I think there's a couple of people just had a bit of a random one. So yeah, make sure you extract everything. So in here is 3DO. So in our RetroBat ROMs folder, go into our 3DO folder, and we literally just highlight everything, left click, drag it over. Password will be the same as normal. We'll just let that go. We could even try and multi-task. No, I thought we could kick another one off at the same time. We've got 3DS. So again, for 3DS, there's actually only a single game in here, the Super Mario Land 3D. This is more just, I had it just sort of playing around with testing, so. Oh, you can't do it while it's doing another one. I've had this before. Yeah, it gets upset if you try to do two at the same time. So let's quickly do 3DS, because it's smaller. Drag that over. Normal password. Yeah, I think that 7-zip error is to do with the both using the same temporary location while you're extracting, so it kind of gets a bit confused. So anyway, that's done. Let's quickly redo 3DO, because you can see it didn't do it. Let's go back up to 3DO. I'm using Control A there to do everything, and then drag that back over. Normal password. And there we go. Now just do the file copy quickly. Like I say, again, it's one of the bigger systems. So there's a handful of games here to get you started, probably the more popular ones for 3DO. Obviously it was a CD-based system, so that they're a few hundred meg each, and all these ones are in CHD format. So as we used before, the compressed hunks of data format that MAME created, the MAME emulator. So it basically compresses, but without any loss of quality or data. So it basically gives you the smallest possible file size. So again, that's done. Let's go back up. So we did with the small systems, we did 3D and 3DS. Let's do the Model 3. Go here to the Model 3 folder. Model 3. Select everything, drag that over. There we go. Also, the Model 2 and Model 3 are again arcade systems, so you'll probably recognise some of the some quite popular arcade systems here. Arcade games, I should say. That's Model 3. Let's do Model 2. Back up a level here. Model 2. Control A, click, drag, let go. I've got the password in my clipboard, so I just Control V to paste it in. And away we go. And once this is finished, the last one will be NeoGeo. There we go, so let's go back up to the top. NeoGeo. Should be NeoGeo folder. Open up number 1. Again, drag everything across. So again, there we go, copying across. There's a larger system, this, the NeoGeo. So this is the NeoGeo arcade system. There were some NeoGeo home consoles. I guess a regular console and then a CD-based console, which had much of the same games that you find. There were some, I think, if memory serves right, there were some sort of console exclusives, but I think in general, kind of, you know, a lot of the games on the consoles were kind of arcade ports. But this collection here, like I say, is the arcade NeoGeo set. So we'll just let this finish. And as you probably saw, like we saw there, or I mentioned as well, there's an update to the theme. I won't do that just yet. So basically, so you can see why. You can see the missing artwork, and we'll copy it across, and then hopefully that should fix it. It's getting there. It's getting there. Nearly done. I never trust the Microsoft seconds or times. They seem to be 100% accurate. There we go. Right, we should be all good now. Like I say, there is that big update, but we'll come on to that. Right, so we've got everything copied across. Let's go back to our RetroBat folder, run the exe, and we'll see what's what. Let's drag this down. You can see straight away here it's added one of the systems, but because the artwork's not there, it uses this default artwork, which obviously, you know, looks nice enough, but it's got the word default on it, so you don't know what system it is until you sort of go in and look at the games. And from memory, I think this one is Adam. Or it could be the MES emulator, because basically some of those other systems are more kind of, I guess, slightly random systems, like the Adam and the Adventure Vision. It groups under MES, which is a multi emulator super system. It was a kind of separate project to MAME. I think it's now been merged with MAME, but it's basically an emulator, a multi-system emulator, and it would emulate a lot of these systems. So that's where RetroBat collates them all together. So let's just go down, let's start from the top. Get back to our All Games tab. Now we've now got 4733. So if we go down here, we've got 3DO added, 13 games. Let's have a quick look in here. So I picked up the artwork at the moment. All the artwork should be there though. It might just need to rescan that. So we can just double check actually. No, don't want that one anymore. I want not that one. I want this one. Let's have a quick look on the 3DO. Yeah, so all the artwork's there. For whatever reason it's not showing, might just need to refresh that. So anyway, yeah, so there's all the 3DO systems. So I guess let's quickly play one, make sure it works. And obviously this is just going through first time I've done it, so if it's already got the core retro arch, it should just play, which looks like it is, with the bezel preloaded. And obviously some of the systems are going to need an external emulator, which it will prompt us. Let's just check this works. There we go, it's loading. Quite sure I need change when you're on the bike, but anyway, so you can see it's loading. I'll just fast forward with the spacebar. As usual, I haven't got my controller turned on, so I'm not quite sure what the keys are. Let me just turn on the controller. As previously mentioned, I'm using a Xbox One Bluetooth controller from PC. Just synced. Let's just see. Yeah, lots of nice intro video. Oh yeah, I can control it. Anyway, you can see it's working. Hopefully it can load the game successfully. Yeah, I don't have. What are the keys? Who knows? Anyway, that seems to be working. Let's just come out of there for a minute. So I was gonna, I might come back to the artwork, find out what's going on there. Oh no, I didn't mean to launch the game again. It's me hitting the wrong key. Let's just close that. So let's go back. Actually, what we can do, we'll do a scrape on the artwork just to make sure. So we'll hit the enter key. Let's do scrape. Leave all the settings as they are. No, we don't do anything, but we do want to select none, and then just do 3DO, just to get it to jump into life. What this should do when it does a scan, it should check for those local files first, so it doesn't have to go to the internet to download all the artwork. It should find them locally and then just put them in. Not quite sure why it hasn't. Slightly odd. But like I say, it's an easy fix. You just run a scrape and then go to the game settings, update your game list. Yep, as you reload your interface. Now, there you go. Now they'll all come in. So yeah, not quite sure what happened there, but like I say, obviously all the artwork is supplied in the zip files. It's that one we had to do a quick rescan. Anyway, so the 3DO. So I'm going to try and keep this quick. So Apple II. These are the Apple II games. I never had an Apple II, but someone requested it, so I've thrown it in. I do remember having Boulder Dash on Commodore 64 maybe. So this one's going to need an external emulator, so we say yes. Oh, it's loaded, but it's loaded full screen. So again, I'm not sure quite how much you can see, but it's loading anyway, so I'll just exit quickly. So that's all good, and all the artwork's there. There might be the odd couple that he hasn't found artwork for, but again, they're ones hopefully I'll come back to in the future and update that, and then provide some kind of update file. So that's Apple II. Keep going down the list. You know, this is one that we've got the default artwork because it hasn't got the game picked up. So let's go in here, and I'm pretty sure this is, like I say, this is NES, the multi emulator super system. You can see that game there is for the Adam system in brackets, and these other games I think are going to be for some of those other systems that we added. Obviously, once it's found the artwork, you lose that bracket system name. So yeah, a lot of stuff there. So I had one there for the APFM 1000. Yeah, so like I say, a lot of these systems are thrown into here, and that artwork will sort out soon with the update. Just continue down. 3DS was the other one we added, wasn't it? Yes. So we've got Super Mario 3D Land. Okay, just a single game, so you can try it. And this is loading in RetroBat using the Citra core. And again, this is one that needs probably a bit more of a powerful system. So it depends how well it plays on your system. Yeah, cancel. And there you go, it's loading. It's running OK on my system. Also, I'm doing a capture, so it makes it a little bit slower. I think this is loading. Come on. Yeah, it's playing just a little bit slower. I'll skip the intro. Not sure I can. Can't skip it, come on. Just want to make sure it loads the game. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's playing. I'll exit out, but otherwise I'll be here all day. That's that one. Right, let's go. Oh no, wrong. I always get the keys run the wrong way. Rather than enter and back. I'm gonna run it again. Come on, right, back. Right, so 3DS. What else did we add? Right, so Sega Model 2 we added. Again, not picked up the artwork. Let's check where it's done it for Model 3. Yeah, Model 3 picked up the artwork. Model 2 hasn't for some reason. So let's just very quickly sort that out. Go down to our scraper. The scraper settings we set in a previous video. I mean, I use Screen Scraper. So if you want to set the same as what I do here, basically make it look like that. Main difference that you'll want to do is obviously set your username and password. If you haven't used this before, you just go to the screenscaper.fr website. It's a French-based site. Complete the registration, get accounts completely free. There's options to donate if you want to basically scrape quicker and scrape more stuff simultaneously, but the free version is for me more than enough. If you're scraping your entire collection, you had a huge collection, you might hit the limit. I think it's something like 20,000 scrapes per 24 hours, something like that. It might have changed, but I'm sure that's what it was. But anyway, yeah, set everything like that, and that's how I've had my scrapers set up. We want to scrape anything that's got missing media. You can ignore stuff that you scraped recently. Oh, button again. I haven't done the Sega Model 2 or 3, but I will just say no to be safe. Let's go away to select none, and let's do Model 3 was okay, wasn't it? So Model 2, we'll just pick that. Oh, wrong button again. It's because everyone's watching. Right, hit back, scrape now. Yeah, you see it top right, just done the scrape. It's pretty quick because obviously it's finding all the artwork locally. It doesn't have to go to the internet, which is good. I'll get ready because I just need to refresh the list once it's finished. Yeah, game settings, game list, refresh, yes. Now, Model 2, that's got all the artwork. That might be okay, sort of closing and restarting RetroBat, but anyway, so this is Model 2. Let's just find a game we can quickly launch. Make sure it works. Sega touring car, why not? Okay, external emulator. Prompt to download, yeah, please. And again, I started full screen, so you may or may not see it. Or certainly not see all of it. Hopefully loading. And there we go. That's loaded. So let's make sure the key. Yeah. So Xbox controller is working. No, not that one. The old Supra. Oh, enter your name. Yep, that's my name. Yeah, quick. Never quick when you want it to be. It's just working, but yeah. How quick it's going to be, I don't know. Ooh. Can't we keep it in a straight line? Yeah, that's terrible. I think it's the only kind of issue you get with these kind of arcade games. Also, this is meant to be played, I guess, in an arcade in a cabinet with a proper steering wheel. I'm trying to do it on an Xbox controller, which you can probably hear the vibrate function is a little bit loose. So you could probably go to the emulator and change the sensitivity, I guess, of the controller. But no, give me that button. Let's exit out there. It's working anyway. Okay. Now let's try the Model 3. Let's go for Daytona Classic. Again, external emulator. Yeah, we want to install the Supermodel. Something went wrong there. Interesting. Whether it was that game or not, let's try a different game. It's launching. Again, this is on full screen, so hopefully you can see it, or it's centering the screen. Let's try and I don't know. You can see that it is running. It's just running full screen. It's running okay. But we'll just exit. No, we've got a defender. I think that's more to do with because it's probably a two-player cabinet. It's got comms that tries to talk to a second cabinet, so a multiplayer. That's probably why it's trying to talk across the local network. Anyway, yeah, that works. Not quite sure how much you saw because it tried to launch full screen, but anyway, there you go. A whole bunch of games in there. All the artwork. Classic Star Trilogy. Love that game. Right. Was that it? Oh, there was NeoGeo, wasn't it? NeoGeo, I think, was the last one. So again, all the artwork, all the classic NeoGeo arcade games. Got to be Metal Slug. Metal Slug 1 as well. See, now this bezel's come up, and they're like the console type bezel. I'm starting to question myself whether this is the arcade set or the console set. Although you might quickly seen there when the game is loading, you can actually run these in arcade mode or console mode. So in arcade mode, you get the insert coin. So I suggest it's the arcade version. But sometimes, or most of the time, when they had a game running on the home console, you literally put it was in console mode, so you basically had, I don't know, like X number or unlimited credits or X number of credits already in there for you. If it's arcade, you have to be able to put credits in. In this case, it's clicking the left stick, and then hit the start button, which is, I don't know. There you go. A little bit of classic gaming. This is one of my favourite games. It's one of those games that's good to have a quick blast on. You can do a couple of minutes. It's just fun. It's running a little bit slow just because I think because I'm recording. But you can see it's working nicely. And a classic NeoGeo game. Well, that didn't end too well. Anyway, don't sit and watch me play badly, do you? Again, yeah, the back key and start button to exit. Yeah, I've got most of the all of the Metal Slugs and a whole lot more. So I think that's it. I think that's all the games we've added now. Well, again, that was the test menu I was playing with to create a custom collection, which I'll hopefully cover in another video. Oh yeah, last thing we were going to do was just the theme update, because as you can see, it was this one here, which I think is mess. It's basically got default artwork because it hasn't got artwork for that system. So what we'll do, we can leave this running. We can just minimise this. So in this update, let's just bring up. So here's our RetroBat folder. We need to go into emulation station, .emulation station. Then we've got themes, and then we've got the Hypermax theme that we're using. If we go to the zip file here, we've got a couple of folders. We just need to drag those into the root here. So you can see just to see which ones we've added. So we've added one for Adam. You'll see it's the kind of logo and the artwork that it needs, and then the same for the mess. The logo and the wheel items, and then the other bit that was added was the ink folder, included folder. Under here we've got logos. This has logos for every single system that displays, and also the logos for Adam and for mess were missing, but I've added them in. So now we've done that, we should be good to go back here, and I think if we just do the reload game lists, it should refresh interface, and there we go. See, it's now changed. As was default, it now says mess. If we go into it, it's just changed the logo here from default to mess. So that's all good. The other system that wasn't checked was Adam. I think Adam is underneath that mess folder, isn't it? I think we found. Yeah, Adam one's under there, so yeah, we're all good, I think. So let's just check it's displaying all systems. Systems displayed. Yeah, so you can see it's recognised the APF electronics. You see APFM 1000, level 2, Adam, Venture Vision. Again, yeah, so that's under mess. So yeah, everything's ticked, everything's been displayed. So yeah, 60 systems now we've got added. So RetroBat I guess counts as one, so 59 really. So yeah, that's it. Again, yeah, like I said, that was 9 systems added. So I added some of the popular ones that people have asked for, and then also, like as you saw, started working through the list from A downwards to pick out all the little ones, the less than known ones. So hopefully that's what I'll do now, just carrying down that list, trying to add, you know, a good number of systems. Otherwise the videos are just going to go on and on, because I think there's well over 100 systems that the RetroBat supports. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You know, looking at the stats, there's still lots and lots of people that are watching that aren't subscribed. But you know, so it'd be really helpful if you did subscribe for me. Number of subscribers is going up, but very, very slowly. So it'd be really nice to get that up. My target was 1,000. I'm about 900 now, so not too far away. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for the support, and you know, the comments. You know, really grateful. Like I say, keep on commenting. And as I always say, trying to track the comments in YouTube can be a bit hard sometimes. When a new comment comes in, it's not too bad, but then if I reply to it, it kind of goes off the list, and I may not see a second reply from someone. So it's a bit hard to manage. But as I say, I've got the Facebook group and page that people have used. That's where some of the recommendations come from, or some of the requests to add systems came from. So feel free to jump on there and make requests or ask questions, or just have a chat. And like I said, I've got the Discord server as well for the same kind of thing, for those that prefer Discord over Facebook. So yeah, thanks again. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.